I hope this is dull enough for you guys, but it was traumatizing for me. I have a huge yard that was untouched for who knows how long, so my project this year is a massive cleanup. Well, I was in the farthest side of the yard picking up trash and such, and found this. For whatever reason, I thought it could be a glove, but I was very, very wrong, and essentially shook hands with it. When I say I screamed, that's an understatement, and I will not be going to that part of the yard ever again. Edit. Okay, you guys win. The peer pressure is too much. It's raining today, but I'll dig it up tomorrow and update again. Just know that if it pulls me under, you're all responsible. Update because it's lost in the comments. This is what I found. And now I am convinced there is something buried there waiting for the previous owner to get back to me. Final update. Thanks to one of the commenters, we now know it's actually just the creepiest bird feeder I've ever seen. F29, the banana, is also too scared to go near it. Dull men. It finally happened. I flip houses, and I recently closed on one where the seller left behind this safe. I asked if she knew the combo and she said no, but she thinks there's something in there because it was her husband's before he passed a long time ago. Now to find a safe cracker. Stay tuned. Male. US. Size 10. Thinks the best part of flipping houses is rummaging through all the junk people leave behind. Update. I am meeting a locksmith there to open in at 10:30 a.m. ET on Thursday 9/12. I will keep everyone posted. Update. The locksmith just called and said he's running behind by about 30 minutes, so it'll be closer to 11 a.m. EST. Update. I posted the video publicly on my person page and shared it to this group, but the admins haven't approved it. You can see it on my page if they still haven't approved it by the time you're rereading this. After finishing this fine dull Tuesday at work, me and the missus decided to go outside for a beer on the decking in this unusual period of British sun. We did still have to wear our coats, although, to our surprise, there was a hole straight through the garden chair. After blaming the dogs initially, we discovered a black hard case box underneath. Inside it was some sort of chunky monitor. As you can imagine, there were, and still are, plenty of questions that need answering. 1. Why? 2. What? For some context, the garden is next to a path that leads into a park and is surrounded by bushes. The chair was very tough, and we struggle to understand how it broke, even if someone threw it over the fence. The box and device in total weighs around 5 kilo. My girlfriend seems to think it fell from a military helicopter, which is also the coolest theory we have come up with. I hope one of you dull members can enlighten us to what this is, and also your theory on where it came from and why it was abandoned. Male, size 10 feet, clay pigeon for scale, ate the last banana at work. I was reading a while back about the benefits of topical estradiol cream for the face. Sounded great, but of course insurance won't cover cosmetic creams. And then I found a tiki-talkie video by a dermatologist who basically said, the cocoa cream is the exact same thing, and she's been using it for years, and much cheaper than the fancy face cream. One brief email to my doc about my poor dry Sylvia, and 4 months later those fine lines are indeed better. Even my dark spots seem to be improving. So here I am, spending my weekend doing what any thrill seeker does. Parking cars in our yard for the Hopkinton Fair. After hours of presumably waving strangers into perfectly respectable rows of grass, I start packing up dreaming of nothing more than peace and maybe a snack. Instead, I walk right into Act 2 of a Shakespearean tragedy starring our dog and one very offended skunk in the barn. The dog, proud of himself, spooks the poor creature, which responds the only way a skunk knows how, by unleashing a full blast right in front of our open door. Not just any door, mind you, the one with the fly screen, which is basically like having a cheesecloth wall when it comes to containing the scent of burnt plastic meets nuclear waste. I rush outside, only to find our dog looking like a feral swamp creature. He's rolled in mud, probably thinking it would neutralize the smell. It did not. Then, as if possessed, he barrels past me straight into the house, leaving a trail of muddy, skunky chaos. His pièce de resistance? A full-body flop on my freshly shampooed rug, which had been quietly living its best, cleanest life for exactly 48 hours. So now the whole house smells like a tire fire. The rug looks like a crime scene, and I'm left asking myself, why do I even try? No banana for scale.